Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports. We're back with a March Madness betting tips. We got 4 key betting tips that will help you win more money or at least lose less money if you follow these tips for your March Madness betting. Now, before I get to it, though, don't forget, get in on my top plays every day. Of course, that's why people get in on with me. They don't have to worry about all this stuff. I take out all the guesswork for you. It's free $60 for all new customers, or you can just go to the grid and get in on it. If you're an existing customer, use this link, docsports.com/Craig, to get that free $60. It's $30 per day per sport or $99 per week per sport, so you can get in on like a whole week of March Madness. So make sure you take advantage of it at the members page. Okay. First thing is underdogs, and we're going to have 2 parts on this. And it's number 1 would be the overvaluation of public underdogs. So what happens is you see a lot of teams that do really well in their conference tournament, and then thus they're only like a +1 or 2, and people are thinking they all load up. The public just they fall in love with these stories, and what happens is they end up being a very slight favorite, 1 or 2 points underdog. That means +1 or +2 when you're looking at the sheets or online. And what happens is, of course, it shouldn't be the case, but because they're taking so much money, it moves the line. And that is something you want to stay away from, or you want to bet the other side in that case. Not saying it's 100% foolproof, but if a team should be getting 5, and because the public's all over them, they're getting 2, 2.5, that's where you lose the edge in that one. So be careful with that. Now, the second half of that, it's very simple, is when people love Cinderellas, and you turn a 6 or 7 point underdog, and you're like, hey, I like them to win, and you see that +250, and you take them to win. And you don't bet them plus the points, which is where the value is. So when you're playing underdogs, make sure you take them against the spread. Not saying you can't dabble a little bit on the side on the money line to win outright, but take them plus the points. And my key sweet spot for underdogs is 6.5 points or more in the March Madness. I think that's where I like to play the underdogs. You're getting 2+ field goals. I think that's the key. So that's where I kind of look for when I'm looking for underdogs as far as March Madness is concerned. Now, the second key, big picture. This is like when you have to take into all the betting things. That could be injuries. It could be fatigue. They could have played 5 games in their conference tournament the following week, and you're not paying attention to that and giving that any weight. Also travel, and also how close they are to home. Like, if you're playing Kansas and they're playing only an hour away from home, obviously they're going to have a huge crowd advantage. So you take that into effect. And just conversely, if you see like USC's traveling to play on the East Coast, they're going to have no fans, and they're going to be playing in different time zones. So make sure you look at the big picture and take that into effect, and at least give a little weight to those factors. Third, data. And there's 2 sides of this. It can be overuse or underuse. Overuse is a lot of people will go to these websites, and to be honest, us experts and the sportsbooks have had these data for a long time, but now with the legalization, now everybody has these. They're on multiple sites, including the big boys. So you get to see this, and you hear about this all the time. So you see a data, hey, this team has won in this case 90% of the time, and all of a sudden you're like just blindly go bet it when you don't take into any of the other factors, including the eye test sometimes. So don't put so much into data. It's just one of many factors. Like I have about 100 points that goes into my algorithms to determine the lines and where I see value. It's 1 of 100. So don't put so much into it. And then it's also underused. People don't use this, and they have to go look all this stuff up themselves. So make sure you use some of the data to help you with this. Some of the hidden data points that you might want to look for: free throw percentage, how many free throws they get a game. I always think this will be turned up. Both of those are important. I love playing teams that have a big edge on the attempts and percentages. So make sure you look at both of those. And then also rebounding, the offensive rebound especially. I always like teams that dominate offensive rebounds. So those are a couple keys that you want to look to if you're using data. Now, last one, bankroll management. And this is the most important. This is why the experts make money and most people that aren't experts don't. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at 4 or 5 games I like a day on a Thursday or Friday opening weekend of the March Madness tournament. And I'm going to have 1 really strong play, maybe a second just slightly less, and then 2 smaller plays. And I'm not out there chasing if I lose early, and I'm not doubling down if I lose late. That's all part of the bankroll management. I suggest you bet the games early in the day or the night before, and you don't go bet anymore, because usually you're drinking, you're having a good time with your friends. Either you're chasing or you're doubling up when you shouldn't, because you're just not clear mind. So do it just like anything with gambling, if you set your limits and you follow through, usually you're going to make money long term. Where people don't in gambling is where they can't set a limit, or they get all excited, or they get down and they make bad decisions. It's the reason why sports books and casinos serve you drinks. The looser you are, the more bad decisions you make, and usually they're going to get you. So make sure you have bankroll management. And if you want to just follow one of us like me here at Doc Sports, we'll take that advantage for you out of the equation. So we'll tell you what to bet, when to bet it, and how much to bet it. So get in on it, docsports.com/Craig to check us out. And don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe right here. Like and subscribe so you get on all of our videos, including we're going to have a play in every college basketball NCAA tournament game for the first weekend. So make sure you get on it. Good luck, and we'll see you again tomorrow.